this is the thing. This is what I'm this is what I decided I'm going to do. I've been thinking about this um because I have more like things I want to publish, but I'm thinking it's just very obvious to me that things are just being ripped off. I don't think that um I had yeah, I had mentioned this in one of my live streams that like ISBNs weren't coming for the journal weren't coming up in Creator Studio. So I think, oh, not only were the ISBNs not coming up for the journal, not coming up in Creator Studio, but I had a copy of Mere Christianity, a physical copy, and it was the Harper one copy, you know, with the kind of more the graphics with the blue and off white and um, the dove you know what I'm talking about if you've seen it. But anyway, I had that ISBN, entered it into Creator Studio. Hi. This is a beautiful place to sit. It is. Yeah. um, I was I entered it into Creator Studio, and what came up was not that book, but a butt ugly study guide for Mere Christianity, C.S. Lewis. So ugly. I was like, this has got to be a syndicate publication because, anyway, but the ISBNs, there was some sort of switch like in Amazon. Do you understand what I'm saying? So our journal issues were showing on the marketplace, did not show up on Amazon or on the Creator Studio at all. And when I entered Mere Christianity, the official Harper One edition, some janky, uh, janky study guide, ugly cover for Mere Christianity came up. So there's again, there's some inside diverting of royalties, and it's not just that made me realize it's not just for independent publishers, it's also for um, you know the big five. I mean, they're just doing it wholesale across the board, stealing royalties. That's got to be what it is. So anyway, but I was thinking about like how do you counteract that, and I was thinking maybe I could do like some sort of monthly, like, prayer for people, you could access for, if you bought a copy of the book, because then I would be able to see, if the sales were, people were sending a receipt of it to get that, then I could see if those receipts matched up to my royalties. So that was my thought. But here's the thing. There's and I'm not saying like only people who have screwed me can donate, but there's at the end of Job, so I did a whole Bible study on the book of Job. Uh, God comes, God comes and he responds to Job, and basically he's telling Job like, you don't know the whole picture, you don't know what's going on. He never says Job did anything wrong, but he's like just saying Job at this point had gotten a little frustrated. And God's response is, you don't know what's going on. And so Job says, okay, I'm sorry, I'll shut my mouth. I want anything else. And then he tells the friends, not the youngest one, not Elihu, but he tells the friends, the ones that have been condemning Job all this time. He said, basically, he condemns them, and he says, you uh, give to Job so he can make an offering, and then Job can pray for you, and then I'll listen to your prayers. So that's my response to those people that are attacking me. Like, you can donate and I will pray for you and ask God to listen to you. That's an opening, cracking the door that you slam shut through your actions. Uh, Obviously, that's not going to continue to keep it open. You're going to have to continue to walk in it if you want to, um, stay in that relationship. But you donate, I will pray that God listens to you. And also, if you're not one join me, and you just want to donate, I'll be praying for you too. I really appreciate. I'll be praying for you too. Really appreciate your support. And this is the thing. I just so you know, even some of the engagement, I don't get notifications most of the time I've noticed of people responding to things on Twitter. I've had the same thing with comments on YouTube. They won't show up on Creator Studio. So it may very well be that you've been engaging and responding and I didn't see it because that stuff was sabotaged. So I just want you to know that if you've read my work, if you shared it, um, if you've engaged in any way, thank you for doing that. Even if I didn't see it, thank you. And I appreciate it. And uh, I don't know. I made a comment on Twitter last night that just the intensity of the attacks has just shown me how that what I've been writing has had an impact. Otherwise, it wouldn't be going so hard for me otherwise. And the the uh, antagonism and impression, the force of it, just shows me that it shows me the value of my work and the impact that it's had far than some analytics, on a website or a social media platform could have ever had. So that's actually pretty cool. That's a cool thing. As I said in one of my other videos, that's actually what I pray for when I receive the baptism of the Holy Spirit. It's like I said, I want to, you know, McDonald had this huge impact on all these writers, and Lewis the same thing. I said that's what I want. Yeah, impact of like George MacDonald and C.S. Lewis and J.R. Tolkien. You keep the tongues. This is what I want. So anyway, that's actually pretty cool, right? So, God doesn't have favorites. He doesn't. If you want something like that, you just ask him. Just ask him what's the desire of your heart. And it says when we God gives us the desire of our heart when we seek after him. So when we're seeking after him, it's those right desires that like come to the surface, and he'll give them to you, right? It's the love, joy, peace. Those are the greatest fruits of the spirit. That's what we have when we are in him. And you have that joy and peace you have the peace um, when you know God, that you know who he is, and you know he's for you. And you have that joy when you realize that you're doing exactly what you should be doing. Like whatever you do, wherever you go, you can be having an impact and making a difference when you're walking with God. And you can do that. It's not like literally. I mean, I'm not. I'm just a mom that was decided she wanted to go to a apologetics program, was teaching Sunday school kids. I mean, third grade Sunday school teacher. Um, I don't know what your thing is, but God has a thing for you. He knows what it is. I remember. This is longer. 1 hour and 42. Oh, I'm going a little bit long, I guess. But I remember Phil Vischer with the Holy Post podcast. I read something he said once where he had these Veggie Tales and stuff got taken and he didn't own the rights to it anymore, and I don't know what the whole mess was, but he just felt like he'd always felt like he was supposed to be like the Christian Walt Disney. And he said he was praying about it. He's like, God, I don't even know who I'm supposed to be. And God told him, I do. And maybe you feel like that, but God knows who you're supposed to be. And it's good. I promise, because God doesn't make anything that isn't good. So he designs you to be good, and to be amazing and awesome and have an impact one way or the other. And um, having an impact doesn't mean uh, having a big social media platform or um, being somebody that everyone else thinks is important. Sometimes those people um, yeah, sometimes the people that we think are important aren't going to be well known. They're going to be total known names in nobody's, because they were trying to be somebody at the expense of others here. So anyway, those are my thoughts for the day. again, like if you can subscribe wherever you see this, but they've been deleting stuff, so I don't know if it will stick. You'll have to keep back and checking, I guess. So anyway, say subscribe, but we'll see if it sticks. But please, if you can donate, great. If not, if you can share some things that I've been saying on your own platform, take clips of it and share it. I'd appreciate it. But anyway, have a great day. I don't even know if this is the right one because it's so small.